Hello, hello. So I work with women who have a hard time dating because they're constantly attracted to people that end up undervaluing them, not treating them in the way they deserve, disrespecting them, maybe being flaky, maybe being avoidant, and they always stump to how that happens. They insist that things started out really well, that things were kind of in a honeymoon phase, and so they say that they are flabbergasted when things go astray. So, by trade, I am a therapist. I am also a love addiction coach and trauma specialist. And so, through my experience, I have found that there are common patterns that lead women to this place. However, as much as I talk about the problems and the issues and the things for you to look out for, in this video, I want to look at what are the things that I want you to look for that are green flags. How how would you know that someone actually likes you? Why is that important? I think right now in today's culture and aims to empower us, there's a lot of information about decentering men, about not allowing them to have the power over you, to realizing that is more important if you like yourself and if you love yourself, and that is all well and good. However, so many of us have been handicapped when it comes to being in personal relationships because we didn't have good examples of what it does look like to be loved and cherished by somebody else. We were raised by sitcoms where, depending on your age group and what you watch, what was idealized or what was front and center was the bumbling father figure that couldn't get it right, that always, the wife or the mother had to pull up the weight, right? Or we are surrounded by friends and family members who are not in the best relationships. And so that's what we have to look forward to. Or we have people on social media who are complaining about being disrespected and dishonored by their partners. And so you can feel overwhelmed with all this information that actually is the bad things that you're getting is the best that you can hope to have, and that is not true. It is not true, it's not true, it's not true. If you are able to pay attention not only to the red flags, but also be very clear on what the green flags look like, you will be able to be very clear on which relationships are the safest for you to move forward with. And so, again, this video, this lesson is not going to be about here are the red flags. I want to tell you this is what you need to look for. This is how you know that someone likes you. And as much as there are people, last thing I'll say before I get into the five things for you to know whether or not someone likes you, right now, I'm seeing a lot of people who are talking about it. It could just be my algorithm. It could just be by nature of either what I'm watching or what I do here. And that's why it's coming across my feed. But I hear a lot of people who say it doesn't matter if a man likes you or not. That should not be on your priority list. If I'm someone who wants monogamy and if I'm someone who wants to be in a long-term relationship, I for damn sure want to make sure that I'm in a relationship with someone who likes me, who takes pleasure in me, who enjoys me, who wants to protect me, who values me, who treasures me. It is actually very important to make sure that you are in a relationship with someone that likes you. That is not that's either not something that should be deprioritized, and it's also not something that I would want to encourage you to believe that's a fairy tale, that there are people who don't get that, because there are thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of women who do have that, and it's not just luck of the draw. And so that's why we're going to put this on your radar. So let's jump into it. First thing for you to know that a man actually likes you, a man that you're dating actually likes you, is that he prioritizes and protects your feelings, not only in words, but with actions too. He prioritizes and protects your feelings, not only in words, but in actions too. So many of us can fall for the okey doke with someone who is very good and charming with talking about what they like, complimenting us maybe initially or maybe throughout the relationship. If they do end up doing something that hurts our feelings or maybe it's a misunderstanding, that because they're very good at apologizing, we will take that as meaning that their actions mean that they protect us. They may boast about being a protector, being a nice guy. None of those things are evidence that someone actually prioritizes you and protects you. In fact, it should be the amount of times that you are harmed to the point that you feel like, wow, this is unsafe. It should be minimal. I want to normalize, I want to help the women here that I support. I want to help normalize that love and relationships can and should be easy. that these best friend relationships that we hear about with someone who is your partner and actually respects you is possible. So if someone is prioritizing, if they are protecting you, it means that they are being very thoughtful about, and they're paying attention and they're listening to what makes you feel comfortable. So they are prioritizing your comfort. They are not doing things or saying things that make you feel unsafe. They are paying attention to what your bed schedule is and what's the best time to call you. They're paying attention to your favorite snack list and they're providing that without you asking. They are noticing when you are emotionally dysregulated and trying their best to caretake you and to take care of you. They are remembering that when you go and see your father, that that is a trigger for you, and so they are checking on you beforehand and afterwards. And so some of this are things that for some relationships, they may not know what your favorite snack is and all that stuff. You need to talk about love languages, but you in this relationship with someone who likes you, you're not going to teach them how to treat you. You're not teaching them how to show that you are a priority to them. They naturally do that. And maybe along the way, you are saying, well, actually, I really like this, or this is what I really like. And they are very responsive to that. That's the other thing about someone who actually likes you and wants to prioritize you and protect you. When you tell them what you want and what you need, they are responsive. They care. They care. They don't automatically come up with excuses. They don't act like they don't listen to it or they didn't hear it or they misunderstood it. They don't talk about, well, I did this. What are you going to do for me? Their joy is in taking care of you. And so it is a priority for them. They feel better about themselves when you feel good about you. That is what that is. And to make sure that we're clear that this is not a part of narcissism, a narcissist, depending on the type of narcissist that you may be in a relationship with, they may prioritize you looking good and you feeling good when it benefits them. So if they want to show you off someplace, if they want to brag to other people, but behind closed doors, all that stops when it's no longer a benefit and showing and making them look good. So they're a person who likes you, their priority in making you feel comfortable is purely for the love of the game. The game being, how do I help this woman that I treasure feel like the princess and the queen that she is? And this exists. It exists. It exists. It exists. Struggle love is not the norm unless you allow it to be. Number two, I'm going to go back to something that I was saying and explaining number one. The second way for you to know that someone actually likes you is that he is self accountable and thoughtful. You do not have to teach him basic decency and direct him. So, if slash when you do have a misunderstanding, because even in best friend partnerships, someone may crack a joke that the other person's like, oh, like that one actually hurt my feelings, like in the banter, or what did you mean when you said that? Or I thought you were going to text me or call me when you were outside of your meeting. And they usually are great. This is the thing, this is a person that the reason why you feel safe in bringing this up, or the reason why it is a green flag relationship, is that these moments, like these examples that I'm giving you, are not things that happen 99% of the time, 80% of the time, 70% of the time. That the majority of the time, 95 plus percent of the time, this person is available. They are responsive. They are consistent. They are whatever. And so if or when these things happen, because we're human, we have bad days. You thought that the contact was going to happen before the meeting and they thought it was going to happen after the meeting, whatever. This is a moment for y'all to connect and clarify. When these clarification moments happen, they are able to receive it. They don't get defensive. They don't make excuses. They don't push it off. They don't say, I'm sorry. And then the next time it happens again and again and again and again until it wears you down to the point that you just either don't bring it up, or you're always fighting with them about it, or it just starts to wear you down. In a relationship with someone who likes you, they care about how their actions affect you, and so they receive it. They are thoughtful. They try to anticipate not making that type of mistake, not only in the example that you're talking about, but in future examples as well. And so that's what makes this an easy partnership, because you're not spending all this time teaching this person how to care and how to want to be available to you. Okay, so point number three, the third way to know that someone actually likes you and when you're in a relationship with them is that they look for ways to make you happy, take care of you, and provide for you. They initiate looking for ways to make you happy, to take care of you, to provide for you. They will keep lists on their notes app on things that you like. They, depending on how nerdy they are, they may even have a spreadsheet. They will remember some detail that you shared about something that you really like and will provide that as a gift for you. I used to have one friend who was someone who he struggled financially a lot, or at least he had a lot of low self esteem. And I know that we have a lot of discord going on right now around money and all those things. Or actually, it was probably more of a discussion last year. I feel like we're talking about more things, different things right now when it comes to male and female relationships. But anyways, my point is that the punchline is going to be generosity, and generosity comes when someone cares about you, no matter what their background is, no matter where they live, no matter what their money looks like. So this was a person who, he was struggling in his own right for a lot of things, but he was dating a woman who liked plants. He knew nothing about plants, but in a random conversation she talked about one type of plant that she really liked, and he did the research to go and find that plant. And I guess it was a rare plant because this is a woman who took really good care for herself and gave herself the things that she needed. But this was a woman that was very important to him. He paid attention to when she talked about how when she would go into work, she was just using not good Tupperware. And so he went and bought her some Tupperware too. And so I'm saying this because so many of us will make excuses when it comes to why someone is not thoughtful for you, why someone is not taking care of you. Well, he's just not a gift person, or he forgets, or there's a lot of things going on. No, it is that he does not care. And the man who does care will show up for you in the ways that are special for you. And the man that has excuses, the man that makes it seem like you're selfish, that is not someone you want to be in relationship with. You know, there used to be a phrase, and it was never told to me, but personally, but I've heard other people say it and have heard other people talk about it being a lesson that they were taught growing up or that they heard growing up, that it's better to have a man in the home than to have no man at all. And to that, I say bullshit. The wrong type of partner will destroy you from the inside, even if they have a cherubim face, even if they are a deacon in the church, even if they are in therapy every week. If you're with a partner who actively does not like you or care for you, that is crippling from you on the inside. And so many of us have been trained to take less because we were given less. And so when I say things like this, or when you hear other people say things like this, or we hear positive stories from other people who were being loved and adored and cherished and treasured, it can seem like a fairy tale. You know, like we can romanticize struggle love and unhealthy relationships and everything else, but let somebody tell us that they are in a relationship, for those of us who are straight or who are attracted to men, let someone tell us that they are in a relationship with a man that not only respects them, but who anticipates their needs, says, I'm sorry, who is soft and kind, but also strong and determined and a protector, and that they laugh with and that they enjoy, and that person compliments them, and that they're sexually attracted to each other, and that they don't get sick of each other. Let somebody tell us that, and we're like, look, this ain't Disney. Even Disney couldn't write a tale like that. And yet, there are women who are living that story. And the more that we push it away by making excuses when we are with people who don't value us, the more we are priming ourselves for this type of mistreatment, and then wondering why it doesn't get better when we have at the onset accepted connection with people who were not ready, were not willing, did not know how to, did not want to love us in the way that we needed. Okay. So someone who likes you is going to look for ways to make you happy, take care of you, and provide for you. They are going to be cutie patooties. No matter how many muscles they have, no matter how big they are, short they are, no matter what they've gone through, the man that actually wants you will show you that. And again, if they can't, then they're not the right person for you. Someone who says that they like you and love you, but they make you feel like shit, that might be their best way to show up for you, but that doesn't mean that you have to take it. Okay. Raise your standards. You are worth so much more than someone's best effort that leaves you feeling less than. You are not obligated to take what is ever given to you. You're not. You are obligated to yourself to take care of yourself. Number four, the right person who likes you is so happy for you when you shine independently from him. It turns him on to see you be you and do you. Okay, I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. The person who is for you, who likes you, he is so happy for you when you shine independently from him, and it turns him on to see you be you and do you. They think that you are funny, and they are so happy when other people find that you are funny. They are so proud of you when you are successful at work and you get a promotion and you've written something and you're going back to school, and they're like, wow, baby, like that is amazing. I'm so proud of you. They are the first person in your corner when you're feeling self-doubtful to be like, I believe that you can do it. You got this. I'm here to support you. What is it that you need from me? Man, y'all, how many words is that? What do you need from me? The six sexiest words. What do you need from me? Because having someone who is there to be there for you and to assist you and to pump you up at the high times and the low times is such a gift. And to have that in a partner is incredible. Someone who sees the ups and downs is so awesome. They do not feel slighted when you are doing well. They do not try to one up you. In fact, they may try to look for ways to boost you higher, because for you to be good, for their baby to be good, it means that they're good. Okay. So again, you I want you to think about it when I'm talking about, for those of you that this is a foreign concept, I want you to think about as if you had a rare jewel. If my hand was full of like a giant gem, right? Like a giant diamond or something. Yeah, I could hold the diamond like right here. You can't see it off screen, but I'm holding it. I'm cradling it. But something this precious and this amazing, I want to lift it so that everybody can see. Like just the higher it goes, like till it's like the sun in the sky. The higher this thing gets, the more light it shines, and it brings joy to me. This beautiful treasure that I have. That is how the man that loves you, the man that likes you, is going to see you and treat you. And number five, last one, this is kind of a throwback to some of the things that I shared earlier, so I'm just going to make it really quick. He is actively pursuing you and thinks how to make you happy and how to take care of you. Okay, so he is initiating ways that are going to make you feel good. So here's the caveat with that: the man you're with is going to have his own personality, his own style. So, some men are builders and they will literally go and build a cabinet for a woman. They will go and like see that there's like a laundry system that needs help with, and they'll like build like this elaborate shelf system. They'll build a gazebo. They'll do all this stuff. And some of us have men that cannot do that. And that is not how they will show up. But they will actively go and plan a whole dinner. They will plan a staycation so that you get time away. They will look for a way to take care of you in their own skill set, and a way that feels natural for them, and also that attends to you and is what is for you. And it's not just when they're in trouble. It's not just because it's a honeymoon. This is how they are long term. Okay, so those are five ways to know that someone actually likes you. Let me know down below what is the one that stands out to you the most, if you've ever had this experience before, and the prayer that you would have for other women who need it. If you need help in finding partners who show up in this way, you can check out my book, How to Pick Partners for Love Addicts, where I have a full list of characteristics of someone who's available versus unavailable. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video.